Okay, let's see what happens. Up we go. Get arrested. And I look like I'm dying. You there, human! You are placed under arrest by the Otto City Civil Authority. What? Why? I have done nothing wrong. You will never take me alive! I mean, that sounds really incriminating. You will never take me alive! I look really evil. I mean, look at how corrupted I am. And then I'm dying on top of it. Oh, what? Why? Oh, what? Why? Through the Sith Embassy here is considered sovereign territory of this embassy. We have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Oh. Inquiries to the staff of the embassy yielded no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. Cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and the fighting apparently began. No, it wasn't me. It is the conclusion of the Outer City civil authorities that you are responsible for the disturbance here, and you are hereby placed under arrest. You will come with us and await your trial. A material witness, the individual who accompany you, will be detained at your vessel, and your vessel itself prohibited from leaving Manon. Okay. We will leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. Greetings, human. I have called Wallace, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. Arbiter? What's that? Well, I know what that is. I've been doing it. Sundry's trial, which I haven't done yet. I didn't need anyone to represent. I don't need anyone to represent me. What have I been charged with? Get out of here. Get me out of here. What have I been charged with? Yeah, what have I been charged with? You have been charged with the initiating violence within the Sith base, murdering members of the ambassadorial mission of Galactic Empire, and disregarding our own laws regarding violence in Otto City. How will you get me free? What can I do? It's all the Sith's fault. What can I do? I would first like to ask you 3 questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. I have already been given all relevant data on you and your companions, and that can't be disregarded. For the reasons... What reasons did you enter this embassy? I was invited. I had authorization to enter. I broke in. I had authorization to enter. I did. The guy said I could enter, so yeah, that's the truth. Indeed. I find that unlikely off-order, but perhaps the judge will be more sympathetic to your view. What is your prior association with the Sith? I have no prior association. I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy. I kill them wherever I can find them. I'm on a mission for... I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy so I can take over the galaxy. I have no prior association. Let's leave it vague. No prior association. Indeed. Since you have a pass card to their base, I can only assume you believe taking this route would lessen your sentence. Very well. That should be all the information I require of you for now. If you wish, we can bring the trial whenever you are ready. Don't you need to ask me more questions like it? I think I'd rather represent myself. I have proof that the Sith are evil. Oh, Huh. But that doesn't help me out, though. I would rather represent myself. While that is in your right, I strongly recommend against it. I am versed in all the necessary particulars of this case, and Selkath law, off-worlder. You would do well to heed my advice. Yeah, but you don't have force persuade. No, I'll represent myself. You, off-worlder, are not known for your mental prowess. I shall leave. Your demise up to you. Okay. Oh, this is great. I'm glad I didn't heal up. You stand accused of the grievous murder of many Sith and expensive property damage to their embassy here. Yeah, screw that. How do you plead? Not guilty. Guilty. I don't plead. I tell. Not guilty. I'm gonna have to get myself out of the situation. Not guilty. Let the record show that this trial has commenced. Proceeding. Our judges presiding. I'm not even gonna try to say these names. There's 5 alien judges here. Dula. This trial is to determine the culpability and punishment of this individual in the recent assault on the Sith base. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court to proceed. You have pleaded not guilty, yet there were reports of weapon fire and detonation from within the Sith embassy. I'm gonna spin it. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. Sith had not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, it would seem you are the source of the disturbance. What is your explanation for being in the Sith embassy? I'm gonna talk my way out of this. The Sith lured me inside. I was working for the Republic. I was investigating the disappearance. I was killing Sith. See, simple. It was just a coincidence. I have a datapad to prove that the Sith are up to no good. This doesn't help my case. This is really unrelated. And this just kind of incriminates me more. Saying that I have a datapad. It was a coincidence. I'm working for the Republic. The Sith lured me inside. I'm gonna go with the Sith lured me inside. I mean, I was investigating the Selkath disappearances. The Sith lured me inside. Indeed. I am most skeptical of this statement. But it may be true. How was it that you were lured inside? What bait did they use? Unlimited power. I was there for diplomatic negotiations. They were secretly trying to lure me to the dark side. They offered me a job. I was there for yeah, let's go with diplomatic negotiations. I am skeptical of this assertion, but it does seem in the character of Sith to renege on their commitments. There have been many provocations before this. Their character is well known. Indeed, but that is not the issue for outsiders to hear. We will adjourn and debate your story and charges brought against you. Why didn't I get to force persuade on my way out of this? We have reviewed a case and decided that there is not enough evidence to convict you of this crime. Hey! Provocations of Sith are well known, and we will be issuing a memo to censure against them. Their embassy is considered off-limits to all city security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be tended to until this matter is dealt with, as there are no longer subject of protections of Selkath law. These judges are pretty gullible. You have been found innocent, and you may leave as you desire. This trial is now over. Wow, spinny spin. How am I stuck on air? Hmm. Hmm. Summary story. Okay, I'm thinking I'll do the trial. I got myself out of that mess. Let's talk to the warden and do this trial because we've gotten... Oh, I'm not sure. Do I want to get him out? I mean... I don't know, actually. Do I want to save him? Julie, do you have anything to say? Never actually say why you decided to come with me. Yeah, why did you come with me? Sure.
Oh, I never did I?
You know, I don't have to take you with me. You're going to always be this... Are you going to always be this elusive? Yeah.
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At
Oh,
any rate,
God.
I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move on to where? Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
Not
How
really.
many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
You could do that on your own. Damn right it is. No, I guess not. You could do that on your own. Yeah, I'm just gonna point that out.
So I could. Not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
How do you know what my destiny is? What interest do you have in my future? Keep your opinions to yourself. What do you know my destiny is? Yeah.
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear.
Right.
In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Oh, good point. Thank you for being self-conscious about the nosy Jedi. Now tell me more of what you see. I actually would be curious. Yes, you got that right. I've had enough Jedi watching me. I do feel this. So you're coming along to not offer your opinions? No, tell me more of what you see, please.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can be all bad.
No, who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have. became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Nah, I don't bring you along for amusement, you know. So, what, you're along as some kind of observer? I don't need another mentor. I don't bring you along for your amusement, you know. So, you're along like some kind... Yeah, you're along like some kind of observer.
Nonsense. Have I ever refused to help you when you asked? How confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Okay. Well, okay, I thought you might have some more to say to him, but... Gordon. Yep. Let's do this trial. You're the ambassador for the murder case. I hope you are impartial, as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You often have a tendency to ignore the rules of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. That is true. Alright, what is it that I can do for you now? Do you know anything about Star Map? I'm here to see. I want to begin the trial. Let's begin the trial. Are you certain, human? Once the trial is begun, you cannot stop, and once judgment is given, the case will never be reopened. Really? There's no appealing? Huh. You must be certain your investigation is complete before you request a trial. This is the role of the ambassador. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? Yes. Are you deaf, flipperhead? Jesus. Let's get this trial over with. Actually, I've reconsidered. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The way he's being like, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? He's reminding me of, like, Windows Vista. This alien, this fish alien, is reminding me of Windows Vista. Are you sure? Are you really sure? Are you actually sure you want to do this? Are you positively certain this is what you want to do? Are you sure? Like, it would just constantly ask you, are you sure? And it wouldn't let you do anything. It would ask you like 50 times before it actually let you do anything. Man, that's a throwback. God, I remember when everyone was complaining about Windows Vista. Anyway, I kind of just want to do it for fun. There's something fun about that answer. It's screwed up, but it's kind of fun. Are you deaf, flipperhead? Very well, human. I shall advise the court, and we will begin immediately. Let the record show that the trial has commenced. Presiding our judges. Oh, we're gonna get this cutscene again. All the judges. This trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith woman. Representing Sunry in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? I'm like dying over here, guys. You know, Sunry is guilty of the murder. He has confessed to me. Sunry is guilty of the murder. I have this recording to prove it. You will find... This must be what I'm remembering, is the Force Persuade for Sunry. I will find Sunry innocent. I have no comment at this time. Sunry is guilty of the murder. I have this recording to prove it. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to them. Honestly, I feel like this is really brutal, but I'm gonna do it. I've never played this quest line out like this. I usually get him out. I find a way to get him out, but I want to do it this way. So I'm gonna give them the proof. The recording. Let this new evidence be entered in the records. Oh, this new evidence is most convincing. Yes, it seems to be. This shortens the trial considerably in light of the new evidence. There is no need to proceed with the witness or cross-examinations. What the witness is. The court hereby finds Sundry guilty of the murder. He's gonna be pissed, but... in accordance with Selkath law, the prosecuted punishment for murder is death. Damn. Okay. The verdict has been delivered, and this trial is now over. Remove the guilty party from this courtroom. Well... no. HK hasn't said a word in ages. HK, you got anything?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
That'll be all, HK.
As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Okay, she's probably pissed at me. But hey, I found the proof, so... is there any, like, post-talking to him? I'm just curious. Oh, no. Oh. Manon holding cells, authorized personnel only. Oh, so the trial's over, so that's it. Do you have anything to say now the trial's over? Oh, what do you think of Sunry's verdict?
You did what was necessary. Sunry was guilty. As sad as that fact makes me, justice had to be done. Doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know, once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Your jaw aches. HK, you okay, bud? That was funky. Okay, well, that's... oh, wait, no. I need to return because the other stuff. The, what's it, the youth that I convinced to stay with the Sith. Republic negotiator. It's one of these guys. Hey. You have news for me, human? Have you discovered why the Republic is hiring mercenaries? Do I know? I don't know. I'm still looking into it, okay. Okay. So I don't know yet. You, however... you returned. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you news of my daughter? Oh. Not yet, I have information. I've decided. Oh, better. I have information for you. Excellent. You have done well. What have you learned? Can I lie? Sith hired an Iridonian mercenary to lure the Selkath... Erodian, sorry. Selkath youth into the Sith base. Sith are training the Selkath youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. Maybe a few more credits could refresh my memory. Yeah. 3, definitely. I need the money. I'm confused, human. How will credits facilitate your cognitive functions? Oh, I believe I understand. Wow. This is what you offers call a shakedown, is it not? I'm not wealthy human. I have offered 500 credits for the information on my daughter and the other missing Selkath. This is not enough? No. Very well. If you want news of your daughter, find a way to get those extra credits. Yeah. Very well. You prey upon my grief and concerns over my missing daughter. I am desperate. Here's another 100 credits. That is all I have. The Sith hired. Yeah, yeah, I'll tell him about that, because it doesn't tell her about the fate. Yeah. Lurden. The information is useful for a start, but it does have a little explanation of this matter. But, they are prisoners of the Sith, and even still alive. I must know more, human. What happened? I need to know what happened. I'll look further into it. What do you suggest I do? Does it mean I don't get paid? The Sith are training, in the ways of the Dark Jedi. This makes sense. It is a wonder I did not see this before. Manon's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malak brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he'll have strong followers among the Selkath people. Strong enough to seize control of Manon and our Kolto. Well, when I kill Malak, it'll be mine. My daughter, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp. Your daughter is still with the Sith. Your daughter has joined the Sith. She has joined the Sith willingly. No, this is most terrible indeed. I must go now, human, and inform Selkath authorities of what has transpired. Here is the money I have promised you. No, she's already indoctrinated, so... keep your credits. The Jedi has no need of such reward. Give me the money and get out of here, jeez. Give me my money. I would have expected such ruthlessness from a Jedi. You have rendered a valuable service. Here is your money. Well, I get money hungry, so... Excuse me, human, I must speak with the Manon authorities about the Sith plot and what they have done with my beloved daughter. Okay. You go do that, bud. Good luck with that. Yeah, I got my dark side. I don't have answers for that guy yet. Yo.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Yes, here it is.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manon is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
Oh, yeah, get to the point. Get to the point.
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manon anyway. So we made a deal.
You violated the treaty? This is dangerous. What sort of deal?
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Okay, so why have you not investigated?
As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift Station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
How will I get down there? Yeah.
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kotor packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Okay. Alright, so the plan is to take a pause on Manon because we're very close to... We literally have one dungeon and we get the star map and then that's the end of Manon. So we're like, I'd say like 75% through Manon. And because as soon as we finish Manon, there's gonna be we're gonna have, stuff's gonna start to happen. Basically, once we finish Manon, that'll be, because we got the Tatooine, star map, and we got, Kashyyyk. So, as soon as you get Manon, that only leaves the Korriban one. So, that means we're gonna enter Act 3 once we get that, star map. Point being is that I have a bunch of side quests. Basically, I want to backtrack to Dantooine because as soon as Act 3 starts, you can't access Dantooine anymore. So the side quests that I have to do, I need to go back and do them now. And I want to go and do Mission's Brother and Bastila on Tatooine. I'm thinking we'll hit Tatooine and then hit... We're gonna hit Tatooine and then we're gonna hit Dantooine and then we'll come back to Manon. Maybe I'll stop by Yavin. Tatooine first. Aw, you freaking kidding me. Oh, this is way better. Oh shit, console's way better. Oh, I hate this. Still hate this. Still jank as frick. Okay. Not as jank, but I'm bad at this apparently. Shit. God, I'm bad at it. I've always been so bad at this game. This mini game, I mean.
We're hit! Damage is critical. The Hawk won't hold.
And we died. Ah. Is that the quick save? I think that's the quick save that I